Hello and welcome to another video from Flaming Spider Cyclone. Today we are going to change the front brake line on a 2002 Ford Escape. The process is the same from 2001 to 2007, as well as the Mazda Tribute 2001 to 2006, and the Mercury Mariner 2005 and 2006. If this video helped you out, please leave a like. Alright, we're going to replace the brake line on a 2002 Ford Escape. Now it's right here. This is where the brake line's at. It's on the back of the caliper. Now for this you're going to need line wrenches. I have a 9/16 and a half line wrench. And also you're either going to need a small screwdriver or a pair of pliers. Now before you start the next step, make sure you have a drain pan to catch any brake fluid that spills out of the brake line. Okay, be sure to use a 1/2 inch line wrench to break this bolt loose. This nut right here loose before you take the clip off, because this will be hard to take off without the clip. Right here there's supposed to be a clip. I don't have a clip on here, but it's just like this one right here. And to take the clip off, you just put the screwdriver in right here. You can use a screwdriver to loosen it up so it starts moving around. And if you're smart enough, you can get the thing out, or you can be smarter than the piece of metal and use some pliers and just pull it out. And it's the same for this one. You just pull that one out too. Don't lose these clips. Just hold the top with your pliers, and then just unscrew it. After you get this loose enough, you should be able to loosen it with your fingers. Just be sure to turn it the right way and don't screw it back in like I just did. Man, it's not loose enough. You just let that down, pull this up, and then if you have this other clip out, this can go straight down out of there. Hold the line above the pan so you don't drip brake fluid all over your concrete. Because remember, clean concrete is your friend. And then just use the 9/16 to unscrew it the rest of the way, which I guess I gotta hold it. Or after you loosen that up, actually. And then it should unscrew with your hands. And if you don't need this cable anymore, you don't have to worry about it. And then that's out. Now we have a new brake line. Shiny. So this end with threads on it is what goes into the caliper. You're gonna want to make sure that there's that rubber thing inside there, because that's the seal for this end. Okay, now the hole that you just took this out of right here, this is where the new one goes in. It just sticks in right here. So make sure you have it perfectly straight or you'll strip it out. And then all you're going to need to do next is just to tighten it down. Try to keep it lined up with the hole. And you can do this by hand. Just be gentle with it. Unlike the last one, you could have been rough. And after a certain part, your hand's not going to be able to do that much anymore. So get your wrench back. And again, you could use a regular wrench with this end. It'd be totally fine. I just happen to have a double-sided line wrench, and this works out great. And then tighten it down just until it feels tight. Don't break it. Just until you can't move it with one hand. And then you got this end that goes into the other side. It goes, you put it over the top and line it up with the little metal connector right here. This needs to turn this way. So then this right here lines up with this brace. And then you push this up, and then this will just tighten down with your fingers. And then you just use your 1/2 inch liner wrench and tighten it down just a little bit past where your fingers could go. Again, these are really sensitive. If you tighten too hard, you could break the whole thing and have to replace the entire brake system. I don't know about you, but I don't have money for that. Of course, that's what they're going to try to sell you. You know, you want this, you want the entire brake system with this? Oh yeah. And then to put the clip back in, you do this one first. Just, it goes right here where this is at, underneath the brace. There's a tiny notch. This will just slide into it, and just use both thumbs. You can just push it in, and that's locked in there, and that's not going anywhere. Now for this middle one, you push it down and then pull it up into here, and then it needs to turn just a little bit to line it up with the notches. And this is where you would put the other clip in. You just slide it in on top, just like this other one, but this one was on the bottom. The other solution, if you don't have a clip, I got a piece of baling wire. What you need to do with this, if you need to use a piece of baling wire, it goes through right around here, around this side. You go around there. A zip tie won't work because it's plastic and the friction will break it in a few months.
Oh, okay.
And then you pull it up here. Don't mess with this line. Just right there. And then just pull it up right to where that's at. And you can just get your pliers and do a quick twist. If you have good pliers, this will happen faster. And then once you have that, you will need wire cutters. And then you use your wire cutters and just cut the ends off, just so all this excess is not in the way and it won't get on the tire. And that will hold it up. If you can find a salvage yard or something that has these clips, you could do that, or I'm pretty sure AutoZone or something will carry them, but this will work fine. Alright, I showed you how to change the brake line on a Ford Escape 2002. In the next part, I will be bleeding the brakes, which is what you need to do if you change a caliper or if you change the brake line.
Alright, the brake line has been changed. The next thing we need to do is bleed the brakes, which I will cover in my next video. Until then, I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, please leave a like. Any comments or questions, leave them down below. And a special thank you. I'm almost at 60 subscribers. Thank you to everyone. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.